All right, I am super nervous because I have never done this before. So I've done a lot of reading, I've looked at some videos. I need to get this done so I get some progress on my 302 build. It's time to press fit the piston rods to the pistons. Let's do it. So what I got here is I have all my pistons labeled. The arrow points to the front, and I also have my lifting rods labeled and pointed to the front. They're specific because of the camphor. The large camphor will point to the crank, and then inside there's a little camphor. Those go together. Now the press fit's making me nervous, so I created this little template or jig or whatever. I'm gonna set the piston in here, heat up the small end of the piston lifting rod, and put the bearings in. The bearings I have in the freezer cooling off. So let's go ahead and we're gonna pull one out, get it ready, and we're gonna heat up our lifting rod. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. So the piston rod didn't get too hot in my hand. Like, I could hold it, was fine. It wasn't bad at all, and it slid right in. I checking the temperature, it got to like a little over 600 degrees, maybe 630. I want it more around 545, but I just want that end of that piston rod to expand just enough that the bearing will slide right in. Hit it with some WD-40, PB Blaster, whatever you have, and it just slipped right in. So I'm gonna do another view with the template. I don't have it perfectly centered. It does not need to be perfectly centered. That bearing's meant to move a little bit. I want it as close as possible, but it's not gonna kill me if it's off just a little bit. My template did pretty good, or my jig. We'll try another one with the jig, and then maybe try one with just my bare hands, and we'll see how it goes. But let's get another look at here and see how this one goes. I got them all in. Some of them, you can see number one, the first one I did, it's okay. But I got better as I went along. These are much more centered. Number 8, my last one, that was the best centered one. The good news about the pistons in here is there's a lot of play. You want them as close to center as possible, but the pin's made to slide like this. So again, try and get them as center as possible, but if you're not dead on, it's not going to kill your project. The more important things are the other radiuses and the clearances on the piston rings and the bolt torquing or whatnot, but these can slide around a little bit. So yes, I was super nervous for this. I did not want to mess it up, because you mess it up, you've got to take it to a machine shop and they have the tools to press them out and repress them in, and sometimes you break pistons and then you got to buy all new pistons and stuff. So I was super nervous. Yeah, I could have went and paid somebody to do it, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, why not? And you know, I did a lot of research. Mine didn't end up perfect. The little jig I rigged up, I ended up not using that top piece and took it off because it just made it so I couldn't center the lifting rod. So anyways, I'm glad with how this turned out. Now I can move forward with this motor, put the piston rings on, get the pistons in the motor, and then start putting everything back together. Thanks for watching, guys. See you around. My old pistons, I just tried to throw this here at the end. I just mocked them up how they were so I could see how the camphors were on these pistons to make sure I had the new ones set properly. But so excited to have this done. I'm going to be cleaning these up. Maybe I'll throw them on Facebook Marketplace to be sold, or make something artsy fartsy out of them.
Come on, Noah.